Hi everyone, and welcome to the episode number 11. Today with me with this episode there is Jack Lee. Jack Lee is a content creator on TikTok where he basically share content about dropshipping and how to start a business online. Hope you enjoy this podcast and I hope you can take value from it.
I am originally from Malaysia, but
Yeah.
I'm currently working in London. So I'm based in London now.
What do you do if you want to
Uh,
talk?
y- yeah, this was actually gonna be part of my introduction later on, but I can I can basically tell you. So I wear different hats. I work in finance, and that is my full-time job. So I still work 9 to 5. But apart from that, I run two e-commerce stores. So one is a jewelry brand, and the other is dropshipping store. And on my free time, I do a bit of freelancing. So I basically help small business to build like financial models, help them to look after their finance. And the last one is I am actually a content creator on TikTok.
That's
Yeah, so I
that's
do a lot
that's
of stuff.
I love it. I love it. It's cool that you do 9 to 5 and then do more stuff. But my
Yeah,
question is, this Shopify store, do you run for
yeah.
yourself?
Initially, yes. Initially, it was just me doing all the work. But right now, I have a small team. So I have a freelancer who is doing all the email marketing, and I work with marketing agency who runs all my ads. And I
Wow,
have another guy who does all the SEO for me. So I'm trying to expand my team.
wow, that's amazing. I mean,
Yeah. So the goal is basically for me to stepping away from the business and let other people run it, and I'll
other people,
just reap the
yeah,
profit. Yeah, that's the
exactly.
goal.
This is the dream, everyone's dreams. But so
Correct.
my yeah, one of my question will be so that means drop shipping is working. Is it working, right?
Um,
Because there is a lot of scammers, so like they're selling these courses, but
I,
you
I would s- I would say drop shipping in 2021 is
uh-huh.
tough. It's very
Okay.
tough because it's an oversaturated market now compared to like 4 to 5 years ago. So people are getting more aware about dropshipping website because they can get a lot of stuff easily from Amazon or eBay. So they don't necessarily need to buy from this website. I mean, there is still a small population of people will buy stuff from website, but it's very small. So dropshipping nowadays is they will try to create a brand around that dropshipping store. So they are still shipping
Exactly.
from China or Asia
Exactly.
or whatever, but they create a brand over that over the product, and then they will do that. So that is basically kind of my one of my stores doing that.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people that they start from shipping, they
Yeah,
slowly grow, they build a
yeah,
brand, and they in some way they attach from the shipping. But my question is, Jack, um, I usually purchase stuff on Amazon, but
yeah.
I did notice that the same stuff that you can purchase Amazon is being basically the same item, the same quality, the same everything is being sold for eBay at cheaper price. So that means
That's
I don't know if you noticed, but that means that
yes, yes.
even I believe, for my personal opinion,
Uh
that
huh.
people
Uh
are
huh.
shipping on eBay, but in
Yeah.
some way on Amazon because the policy is totally different. So
Mm-hmm.
fast shipping, easy return. In some way, there is like a little bit fee. You pay more. Is
So in general, items sell on eBay is cheaper than Amazon because the competition on eBay is crazy. So people will undercut each other just to get sales. So so eBay is like low quality items. You can buy a lot of low quality items on eBay, but Amazon, you need a certain quality to just
okay.
maintain your sales right over there because that's like kind of a requirement for Amazon. So people
Oh,
will, yeah. So the stuff that you buy on eBay will certainly be cheaper. But the one thing about Amazon is there's a lot of Chinese sellers. So by Chinese sellers, I mean they are the supplier. So you'll buy stuff from China and then you sell on Amazon. But those suppliers, they will also go onto Amazon and they'll sell on Amazon. So they'll kind of like compete with you for the same item.
Oh, okay. But
So they'll be making a lot big money, and then you'll be making like a small chunk of money.
okay, so but it's not the same item, and then it's a different item.
It's the same item because ultimately you
Okay.
get it from China. They manufacture it, so
Okay.
they will also sell on Amazon, and you
Okay.
can't compete with that.
Do you purchase on Amazon or eBay?
Depends. So for my business stuff, I'll buy from eBay, but sometimes I will get my personal stuff I will get from Amazon. So for instance, like I might want to get like a mic for when I create videos, I will just get that from Amazon.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like kind of like some branded stuff, I'll just get it from Amazon. And I have Amazon Prime, and it's just like 1 day delivery is quick.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
going back to you're doing 9 to 5. How do you
Yeah.
balance? How this is gonna be a crazy question because a lot of people they want to know about it. How do you
Yeah.
fucking manage your time?
Right. Okay. I'm not sure if you have seen these Gary V videos around. It's basically saying that okay, you work 9 to 5, but then you still have time from 6 to 2 a.m. So that is basically your free time. So Gary V always mentioned about this,
Okay.
and that is certainly true. It's like I will do my 9 to 5. After 5, I'll take probably 1 hour break, and then I'll just work on my business.
Yeah,
But
but Jack, sorry, Jack, if I interrupt you, but do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, but we are in a long distance relationship. So
You are lucky about this. I mean, you are lucky, not
yeah.
lucky. But if your girlfriend was there in some way, you can't do that. How can you do? In some way, you have to dedicate some time. You know.
Correct. You have to balance. You have to balance.
Yeah, it will be a little bit harder. You can do that,
Correct.
but
Yeah, but yeah, I understood. But I think you can always find free time from
agree.
your life. So basically, cut down on like Netflix,
Exactly.
TikTok, YouTube. Just cut down all that, all the noise, and then you're left with a chunk of free time. Just utilize the free time.
Okay, absolutely. I get it. It's true.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
And yeah,
and sorry, just to add on.
sure.
So you have to work from like I don't know 6 to 2 a.m. But you don't have to do that every day. You have to do it for I don't know for 3 to 5 months. And once your business starts to grow, you can take a step back. You can relax. You can enjoy. It's just the tough part is the initial journey, and then after that it
Yeah,
gets
it's
easier.
true. I agree because it's when they say the process is the process is a journey, right? Is a journey when you
Yeah,
start
yeah.
when you start, especially if you start that you don't know anything. So you start
Uh-huh.
researching, you start
Yeah.
practice. Your video they aren't good at the beginning because at the beginning you don't know the quality. You
Correct.
cannot
Correct.
understand what I mean. Some people that are lucky, they
Mm.
make one video go viral, that's it. But some people they have in some way test. So if I
Correct.
do this light, if I add this title here, work, let's try. Let's try with
Mm.
subtitle. Subtitle usually you get more views because
Yeah.
people from other country can in some way understand it, etc. So it's kind of it's fun. It's a fine journey, but it's
Yeah.
fun, you know.
It's a lot about testing.
Mm,
So I mean, it's very few people get viral from their first video. So you don't
mm-hmm.
always get viral from your first video, and it's always like test, keep on testing on your on your content, on your niche, on like speaking to camera and stuff, and then one day you will just take off.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, it's
But
like
even
I saw your video about like putting 400 videos to get to that certain level. That was amazing, man. Like 400 videos is a lot of commitment.
it's a lot of commitment, but like I said in my video, I have this. I don't know if I can say it's a quality or is that my weakness. I can
Uh huh.
complain. I could complain every day about not
Yeah.
having a good quality, but at the same time, I try. I'm trying in some way to um, make make content. So complain, but I make content.
Correct.
This is
Correct.
my
Yeah.
formula. This is my formula.
Consistent is key. Really, consistent is key. Just
Consistency is
keep
key.
keep putting out video every single day, and then you'll keep getting better.
I agree.
Yeah.
And Jack, what made you think and say,
Mhm.
you know what, I should start to make content?
All right. Okay. So I make so the content I make was around like e-commerce business and entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
So, but when I first started on this whole e-commerce journey, I find it very hard to get like beginner-friendly information even from YouTube. So a lot of YouTube videos, they're amazing.
yeah,
They provide a lot of good values, but the
okay,
content is a bit unrealistic for beginners because they want people to click into the videos and watch their videos. So they will have
exactly.
titles like how to make 1 million in 3 months. That is totally impossible for beginners, right? Who have no experience and not a lot of money to play with.
Exactly.
So yeah, so like for me, because I had all this experience for the past few months, I thought this is a very good way to give back to the community. I would just share my experience, be transparent about my knowledge and what I experienced to get my first 100 sales, to get my first 1,000 sales, and how they can replicate those. So very beginner friendly.
Okay, very beginner
Yeah,
friendly.
correct.
I've seen that you are posting specifically on TikTok, right?
Correct.
Why
Correct.
TikTok?
So I would say TikTok is like Instagram, but five years ago, like
Exactly.
Instagram 5 years ago. So it's growing. You can get a lot of organic traffic without actually spending money on the platform. So it's a way for you to grow. I would say it's a way for you to grow organically,
Exactly.
and the easiest platform to work with. But the most important thing is it's a short video content, so it doesn't take up a lot of my time. So because I do a lot of stuff, apart from TikTok. So I don't need a lot of time to film and edit my videos. So I just need to spend, I don't know, probably 1 hour to do that, and then it's done.
Do
But
you
if I do YouTube videos, I will have to plan, I have to write script, edit, and that takes me, I
yeah,
don't know, 4 to 5 hours. It's crazy.
because it's a different content, I would say.
Correct.
On TikTok, in some way you have 60 seconds, and it's
Yeah.
60 seconds that okay, some video, because I seen like some people that in some way they do a lot of editing, so
Yeah.
I get it, it's hard, but depend how you what is your type of content,
Mm,
right?
mm.
So
Yeah. So like I think the editing part is basically trying to cut out all the noise. So like when you do videos, you will have like a lot of like stuttering. So you just want to cut out all those noise. Just give values like real values in 60 seconds.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree with
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Correct.
And
And with TikTok, I think they are going to roll out this feature in the coming months. So they are basically going to roll out ads, and I think that is going to be a game changer.
so, are
Like
you,
ads on TikTok.
Jack? Are you planning to do any ads for your business?
My ads, probably not my business, but on my like
Your
this
personal
personal
stuff?
creator account.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I'm not sure if you know about this, but there is a another version of TikTok in China.
Okay.
It's not called TikTok. It's called Douyin, and
Sorry. Okay.
that yeah, and they have a lot of features over there, and it's oversaturated now, that platform in China, because China has so many people and so many people is using that platform. So on that platform, it's not possible to grow unless you spend money on ads.
Okay. So, do you think will be like
Correct.
that TikTok?
Correct. Eventually, yes, it will be like Instagram. So right now, Instagram, if you don't spend money on ads, it's not possible to grow. So I would say when TikTok first roll out that feature, just capitalize it, just use it, just put not a lot of money, just put the money that you can,
Of course.
the money you can lose, put it in, do the ads, grow your followers.
But in China, do they use TikTok?
Not TikTok, but the Chinese version.
So the Chinese version has a different name.
Correct. It's a different name, but exactly the same feature.
How come, Jack? Why do you think that?
it's very political. So it's like China.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you know, but China is like a very
Okay.
close
Yeah. Sure.
firewall
Yes.
country,
Yes.
and yeah, and they can't really share everything with the world. So they will have
Okay.
to have a separate thing, a separate app called
Okay. That's
Douyin in
why they
China,
call.
and then
uh,
TikTok.
That's why they
But
change name.
correct, but everything starts from China. So TikTok is actually like starts from China, and then they duplicate it to become TikTok.
Interesting. I didn't know that, which is interesting.
Yeah, and the videos over there is like super high quality, super amazing.
Jack, I don't know about your experience in China.
Hmm.
Do a lot of people, because like most manufacturers are based there,
Yeah.
are a lot of people into like drop shipping or
Drop
starting a brand?
drop shipping still exists. Drop shipping still exists, but it's very tough nowadays because with drop shipping you need to spend a lot of money on ads. Because without ads you can get traffic, and without traffic you can get sales.
I agree. I
So
totally agree.
correct, and drop shipping, I would say it's the quickest way to get money. So because you put a lot of money on ads, you will get sales in like for the first few months, and but then once you get a lot of customers in, you will also get complaint because of the long shipping time and or shitty products or whatever. And then people will eventually move on to do private labeling. So I would say drop shipping will be the start, and then after that they move to private labeling. But of course, there are a lot of brands out there. They will start straight away from private labeling, but
Okay.
that will be more commitment and more money, because from the start you already private label your
Yeah.
products. So you basically need more capital to do
So,
that.
but what about what do you know about the reality in China? Because, like I said, most production is there, most
Mm, mm,
manufacture is there. So, in some
mm.
way, you can do drop shipping, but in some way, will be quicker the shipping, right? Because if you ship obviously in China and you have the
Yeah.
production in China, will be a lot of in some way faster, faster, faster shipping.
So what you meant was like to ship from China to like the
Yeah,
UK, US, or
what is the specific trend right now in China? Because I believe that
oh,
if
okay.
if you like obviously if you live in China, right? No, sorry, yeah, if you live here, but you do a drop shipping and the stuff come from China, and I know that takes a lot of time. But what
Mm-hmm.
about if you live in China, the production is made
uh,
there, and you wanna ship, you wanna sell there? Can you do that? Like, what do you
so
like?
the e-commerce in China is on a different level.
Why? Yeah.
It's crazy. So in China, they don't buy from website. Very few people buy from website. They have this app called Taobao. So that app is basically created by Alibaba. You heard about Alibaba, right?
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Alibaba basically dominates the e-commerce market. So they have about 60-70% market share. It's crazy. So e-commerce is like crazy. So their price is really low. They offer free shipping, and they offer next day shipping. So it's
Wow.
like how you can compete with this. So you need to like be very, very good in terms of logistic ads. So you basically need to know everything before you actually go into e-commerce in China. It's crazy. The next day shipping, free, and low price.
But I agree with you. You need to have a lot of knowledge, but you have more chance that people can buy because there are a lot of people that are purchasing online.
Yeah, but the competition is also tough because you have
Yeah,
more
sure.
customers, but you also have more competitors.
Maybe in
So
China is yeah. Maybe in China is better maybe to find something, a product, unique product, or in some way you slightly change a product that is really working, adding something new in order to
so
compete.
I've seen a few drop shipping store in China, but they're not doing really well. The stores that do well in China is actually like private labeling.
Private labeling, yeah. Okay.
Correct. Private labeling. So you need to actually like create stuff that has copyright, has pattern that people can copy, that people can't duplicate. Because if you
Yeah.
sell like a general thing, like I don't know, a general keyboard, the next day you have someone that's selling the same thing. It will be really quick. It will be really quick. I'm not even joking. Like China is crazy.
But here there is, I mean, in UK, around the world, there is chance though. There is chance
Correct, correct,
yeah, there is more
correct.
chance.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah. Because
interesting stuff. Yeah.
yeah, because like back in Asia, China, when there's like a small little chance of making money, people will jump on it. Like no doubt, people will jump on it the next day. So if there's like this new product coming out, like today it's selling really well, we make like 1,000 sales. The next day, definitely 2 or 3 people will start selling the same
Oh my
stuff.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because
They're
there's money to
hungry.
make.
They're hungry money.
Correct. They're hungry. They're hungry. Money's never enough.
Exactly. It's true.
Yeah.
So, how many content are you producing right now? A week?
Um. So when I first started out, I tried to do like 2 videos a day, but that's
Yeah.
taking too much of my time. So now I cut back to 1 video a day.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and because my video is a lot, it's a lot of values. So I will have to like write scripts, and then I will have to video, I have to edit, and I will have to make sure that my audience really understand what I'm saying. So
Sure.
it takes a bit of time to do like even 1 video.
Yeah. And how do you
Yeah.
find, Jack, to in some way produce content in a different language? How do you find it's alright for you, like talking in English?
So because I speak English like on a day-to-day basis. So all right. So this is my story. So so I came to the UK about 7 to 8 years ago. Before I came to the UK, my English is so bad. I have no confidence at all. But because I have spoken English for such a long time,
Yeah.
it just becomes a second nature on speaking English. So I don't think there's like a barrier when I try to make content in English, because I use English in my day-to-day life. So it's just like kind of like second nature thing.
Yeah, you're full immersion. And this is
Yeah,
probably one of the most important question for me.
yeah.
Will be, did you get in some way any leads from TikTok so far? Or any
Leads.
connection that in some way bring you a deal in some way?
No, not now, because I don't
Okay.
plan to monetize the whole. I don't plan to monetize my TikTok until I get like, I don't know, probably 1 million. Okay, 1 million is too much. Probably like 100K to 500K followers, because I to be honest, I think like when you first started, it's more important to give out value for free. So
Yeah, it's
keep
true.
giving out value for free, be transparent, just be yourself, build out a community, get a lot of get a lot of people to actually like a video, and then
Yeah.
once you get to that point, like I don't know, 100, 500K or a million, the monetization, the reward is just very easy. You can think about monetization after that. So right now I don't even do any affiliate. I was just like, I put my Instagram, put my YouTube. I don't even have any videos on YouTube. I'll just like give.
Yeah, but by leads,
Yeah.
I mean, is somebody, I don't know, send you a message and can you
Oh
help
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Can you help
Definitely,
me?
definitely.
Ah, yeah, okay.
So I got people sending me message saying, can you help me to review my website? I'll pay you X amount. And I was like, no, bro, I'll just do it for free. I'll just review his website and just give him value. That's it.
Ah, so in some way you get leads. This is I mean by leads, like in
Oh
some
yeah,
way people
I get leads.
Okay,
I get leads,
okay.
but I don't plan to like monetize it. I don't plan to
Okay.
monetize those leads.
No, but it's fair. It's
Yeah,
fair. But yeah, I just wanted to know in some way that you can, not now, but in future with these old DMs, if you can monetize it. Yeah, will be, I
yeah,
believe you
definitely
can do
can.
that. You can do that,
How
yeah.
about you? How about you? Do you get any leads?
No, not so far, not so far, because
Not so far.
my content is different. I try to provide value in a different way.
Yeah,
But
I know.
I have a friend that he share like value about like social media stuff, social media marketing, and he got a couple of leads. So that means to me that TikTok is really so open that there is chance in some way. There is chance to grow. There is chance to in some way attract people, which is important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you can probably do like some, like videos editing, um, content and stuff. And I think like a lot of times, like when I'm on TikTok, when I scroll through videos, I'm really interested in like how they really edit those videos. It's like yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Jack, so far, which kind of
Mm.
difficulties have you faced as a content creator, as a business owner, as a 9 to 5, in general?
All right. So the first thing, definitely time management.
Time management.
It's like my time is tied to like every single second, every day. That's one, time management. But as a content creator, it's basically about ideas and content, because I don't know about you, but some of the content I put out, it doesn't get a lot of views and doesn't get a lot of response. But some of the contents that the other contents that I put out, it gets like a lot of views and a lot of response. So I'm in the middle of trying to see what my audience really like. So even if I have like a lot of ideas, I can't really put this out because I need to filter out every single thing. So it's like,
Yeah,
so right now my dilemma is ideas and content.
but you know what I did notice, Jack? But this is reflected in any platform. This is
Yeah.
obviously is my opinion. You might say, no, this video didn't get a lot of views. I don't know,
Mm.
700, 200, any number. Okay, any number, even
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
People, not everyone want to share their feelings. They want to share their opinion. So sometimes
Mm.
even if we get less views, I believe doesn't mean that the content wasn't good, because
Yeah.
in some way you hit somebody that was scrolling, he watched your video, take value from your video, didn't leave a
Mm.
comment, didn't like it, take the phone off and start to work. So in some way, people, they take value even then you don't actually have the chance to
Mm. Mm. Agree.
basically feel it.
Yeah, agree. And but one thing good about TikTok is, there are people like this, but then those people will be counted into the views, like TikTok views count. And if your TikTok views are not really good, that means when people see your video in like the first 2 seconds, they just scroll away.
Exactly, it's true.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'll be thinking like, this value not the is this content not the one they're looking for, or is there anything wrong? So I'll be start doubting myself
Yeah,
about putting this kind of content.
but I agree with you. I think I agree with you. You know, the small batch, there is like a lot of stories about this algorithm, that if
Correct, correct,
your
correct.
video, you put your video out and people just skip it, that means it wasn't good. But I believe
Correct.
there are people that are watching it, and even if they like it, they didn't express themselves. I think,
Mm-hmm.
I believe,
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely
obviously.
will. Definitely will.
So, which kind of advice, Jack, would you give to a young content creator that they starting right now to make content, but he's insecure, he doubt himself, he's not sure, um,
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of doubt?
So okay, so I will say that this one term called the compound effect. So it's basically doing a series of small and insignificant actions consistently, and over
Okay,
time they will just pile up and produce like significant results. So
okay,
I
like
would say for those young content creators, just put yourself out there, just put yourself in front of the camera and just start creating content. So don't worry about like what everyone else will think about you, what your niche is, what you're going to talk about. So just put yourself out there and create content. And okay, they might ask like, I don't know what I'm good at. So like if you have like a 9 to 5 job, if you have a 9 to 5 job, obviously you are good at a certain thing for you to get that job, right? So
exactly.
just talk about your job, or just talk about life in general. So just put yourself out there, make videos every single day.
Jack, how is the situation in China? There are a lot of content creator. Is it popular to be a content creator or an influencer?
Yes, it's popular. So China is on another different level. So if you want to start scratch on like this TikTok in China thing, and you want to really grow, you need to have like a proper team behind you. So you need to have like a video cameraman, video editor. You need to have people who plan out all the strategy thing before you even grow. So
Wow.
it's organic growth is tough on that platform. It's crazy. I mean, you can try to download the app. I can send you the name. But if you're using iPhone, you need to change your country to China and then go to App Store and then download the app. So you can't download the app if your country is not China.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
And then you will be amazed by the video quality and the video, and the video production.
So that means that most of the videos they are shot by a professional camera, not by a single phone.
Correct. They have like this stabilizer thing, like follow you around and make all those effects. And like I saw a few videos on TikTok. They basically steal those like Chinese TikTok videos and then put it on TikTok.
I don't like it.
Yeah. And it's like one of the video I saw is basically like street fashion. So there is this like videographer in China. He will go onto the street and then he will take videos about like men's and women's fashion. And it's really, really cool. So, and there is this creator on TikTok. She will just take those videos and put it on her TikTok, and then she will just show like Chinese street fashion, and then she will just put those videos.
Cool.
And those are like high quality videos. And then she got a lot of followers.
Send me if you can. Send me later, please.
Yeah. I will.
Last question, then I'm gonna leave you, Jack. So, what would you like this gonna happen next?
So like I plan to do YouTube. Like YouTube is always my goal, even from the start. I always plan to do YouTube, but I procrastinate. So I plan to do YouTube like a few years back, but I keep on procrastinate. And until now, I am onto TikTok, and then I really enjoy the whole journey, the whole process. And once I get to a point, I don't know, a certain followers, then I will start doing YouTube. Because when you start doing YouTube, it's a very lonely journey. So because you have like no subscribers, no one else will watch your video. But if you leverage your TikTok followers onto YouTube, you kind of create like a small community, and it makes the whole process a bit smoother. And then you will enjoy doing more YouTube videos. It's more engaging.
I totally agree with you, because YouTube is a long journey. You can start and make like one video goes viral. No, it's not like that.
Correct.
Invest time, invest in SEO, make sure that your title is correct, your funnel. There's a lot of stuff going on. And obviously, I think the YouTube algorithm is quite low to pick you up and the search.
Correct. And the most important thing is you need motivation. It's like you put video out there, you have people watching your videos, commenting, engaging, and then you will just be I do something right. I will just keep on doing this. You just need that.
Yeah, because I think it's more easy to, for instance, if you start to make content on YouTube and it's hard, you have to build a fan base. Instead, if you are in some way, if you build a community already on TikTok, and then just suggest them to see the whole video if they enjoy it on YouTube, is a different game.
Yeah, absolutely agree. So it's like my ultimate goal is definitely YouTube videos.
Perfect, Jack. Thank you for your time. It was a pleasure to have you in. You give me so much value. I believe a lot of people that will take value from this episode. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
And last, can you share with us your handle on Instagram, on TikTok, so people they can reach out in a way?
Yeah. So my TikTok username is jack.journey, and that's it. So just follow me on TikTok. You can find my Instagram and YouTube on there.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jack. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you too. Thanks. Bye.